Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, if you're looking for the latest celebrity stories, Wendy's got you covered with all the juiciest hot topics. And he's a say-it-like-you-mean-it kind of guy. From the new movie Trainwreck, comedian Colin Quinn is here. Plus, think you're a Hot Topics expert? Find out when we test your Hollywood IQ. Now, here's Wendy!
Them. Thanks for watching. Welcome to the show. Not the woot woot man. Which is fine, thank you. Good. After that, do you have to ask? I feel wonderful. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I see you. So, there are only a few more days before my 51st birthday. And you know, I'm not really a big birthday person. I mean, last year, a birthday party was kind of forced upon me because everybody around me is like, well, you have to do something. So remember, I had the big party, Shaka Khan performed, and then Dougie Fresh got on the audience and performed with Leanne Rimes. We got turned up. I got sprayed with champagne. It was wonderful. But, you know, the big years, I guess, are on the O or the 5. You know, the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, and the 4s aren't really a big deal. So I'm celebrating by working. But it's... it's work in the name of labor of love. On Saturday, July 18th, I will actually be at HSN Studios in Tampa, where I'll be presenting a new collection. And, well, I've been telling you about this all this week. I'm gonna be on from 10 a.m. to noon, and then 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. They call it Weekends with Wendy. And Suzanne is wearing the black version of the gray dress that she was wearing the other day. What I love about this dress is that it's made of sweatshirt material. Like, you throw it in the washer, throw it in the dryer. Wear it with, you know, sneakers, wear it with heels, wear it with flat. It's like, it's comfy, right?
It's so comfortable.
And everything is under $100, and everything is from size extra small to 3X. Now, for me, I love a jumpsuit.
Yeah!
I'm a mechanic. Let me tune you up. I love a jumpsuit. This one is black, but I also have it in, you know, denim color and whatnot. And, you know, it's just watch. If you see something you like, I appreciate and thank you in advance. Then after HSN, I'm going to do the first night of my 12-city comedy tour. And I gotta tell you, no, but you know, I love doing this show and I love doing Hot Topics, and I'm a real say-it-like-you-mean-it girl, but there's more to what I have to say than just sitting here watching the FCC censor me, you know what I'm saying? The comedy show is not censored. And we get into it. I'll be at the Mahaffey Theater in St. Pete's, which is right next to Tampa. So for all of you all who are gonna be there, thank you. If you would like to join me on the road, I'm gonna be going from like Dallas and Houston and different places. Just go to wendyshow.com and hit some sort of tab or something that you do to find stuff. Anyway, okay, let's move on. Everyone is not happy for Khloe Kardashian's new relationship with that NBA star, James Harden. I'm not happy with that smelly looking beard. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Shout out to bearded guys. I don't mean anything by this, except this one is just so thick that it looks like there's a squirrel living in it. Shady cameraman strikes again. That's you, sir. No, but I like your beard, sir, because it's trim and, and I'm sure clean. Yes, you, Anyway, you know who doesn't like it? His teammates, the Houston Rockets. Well, I don't know much about sports, so I asked some of my guys around here, is he a good player or is he a bench warmer? Well, apparently he's a really good player. He's the man. And so Khloe's with him, and they don't like that they're worried about like a circus distracting the players while Khloe's sitting there. Sit down, Rockets. This is what I say. This is what I say. First of all, sports is about money. Let's be very clear. And the bottom line is you want seats to be filled so that you can afford to get the best players during what they call the draft. Do I have this right? Okay. But you want people in the seats, and for a lot of us, maybe the only reason that we would go to a game is because Tom Brady is married to Gisele Bündchen. And so why I know a girl, okay, I don't. One of my producers, I was gonna try to steal her story. Look, one of my producers, Emily, was telling me that she's got a friend who doesn't care about sports, but she went like with her guy friend to a game when Chris Humphries was with Kim K. And she said the whole time that Kim was there, she every 2 seconds pulling out the lip gloss. Emily's friend was so distracted with Kim, the beauty, the oh my God, the hair, the clothing, the lip gloss. Her friend wasn't even watching the game. She had a fabulous time at the game. She paid her money, right? The Nets got their money from her ticket. And so no matter how you get it feels, I say you want butts in the chairs. Yeah. By any means. By the way, shout out to all the men watching. I love this new sweatsuit thing going on with men. They're not like skinny, like they're not skinny and feminine, but they're not the old sweatpants. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like this to me is very attractive. Yes. The sweatsuit. Jessica Simpson, when she was with Tony Romo, the same thing that the Cowboys thought. Anyway, that she's gonna be distracting to the fans and whatnot. Instead, many of us would be sitting there watching, see what Jessica Simpson orders. Are those more nachos that Jessica's getting? What is she doing? Anyway, speaking of Jessica, she and her sister Ashley are not getting along so well, allegedly. Well, look. By the way, in these two pictures, Ashley's prettier. Sorry, Jessica. That was definitely money well spent. Do you know what I mean? So Ashley is married to friend to the show, Evan Ross. She already had a child with friend to the show, Pete Wentz. But now she's expecting her second child, this one with Evan, her new husband. Jessica already has 2 kids, and Jessica's the older sister. Reportedly, Jessica is giving unwanted parenting advice to Ashley. You know, like it was rumored that Ashley was excited about how she decorated the nursery and invited Jessica over to look at it. And Jessica goes in the nursery and is like, oh, this is wrong, that's wrong. Everything down to the clothing, wrong. And I just, in my head, like there are a few famous people who I love their sister relationship in my mind. Like Beyonce and her sister. And these two Simpson girls. Like, there are a few of them, you know? But I do believe that Jessica, well, no, I'm just gonna say this. Being an older sibling, they always have something to say. But being the younger sibling, you've got to learn to woman up and shut that down. Yeah. And sometimes, you know, when you shut it down, you have to shut it down so hard that you might not be cool with your sibling for maybe 6 months or something, but when you come back together, at least your older sibling will learn how to act around you regarding certain things. You know, Ashley is not new to having children. I don't know what could have been going wrong in the room. You know, what, the sockets aren't covered? Can we talk? I was on bed rest the whole 9 months. I wasn't thinking about covering sockets or moving the 409 up to a higher cabinet. I was just so happy to have a baby. I forgot about all the preventative stuff. Do you know what I mean? I forgot. I mean, thank goodness he didn't take a bobby pin and stick it in there. Have you ever done that experiment? I have. That might be part of my problem. You know, you do a lot of stupid things when you're kids. You know, my brother's only 3 years younger than me. So, you know, the two of us, you know, bobby pins, you know, you pop the rubber tip off of it and you walk over to the socket. I was like 10. You know, just put it in there. You feel a little, and then you're like, ooh. Don't do that, though. Don't do that. That was just me. That's my problem. But anyway, I think these two will get back together. Plus, you know, I think Ashley might be a little extra sensitive because, you know, when you're pregnant, you can't do anything but be pregnant. You know, you can't smoke your cigarette. You know, you can't drink your wine to take the edge off. You can't do anything. So all you can do is sit around and be nervous and then angry at anybody who incites a riot. They'll get it back together. They will. They will. Well, I gotta tell you something. One Direction will stay together regardless. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, One Direction. First, Zayn left, but the group is still together. It hasn't hurt ticket sales. The group is still together. But now, Louis, who's 23, there's Louis. He's 23. He got a girl knocked up after knowing her for only a few months. In other words, she was supposed to be a hit it and quit it. Now he's stuck. Now, this is the girl. You know, she's posing like a hit it or quit it. In March, he split up with his ex-girlfriend, Eleanor. He was with Eleanor for 2 years. Eleanor is very beautiful. And that's a real throwback name, right? like, don't get on me. But who holds their goober? You know, when they're first born? Listen, and they put them in that white blanket with the light blue and pink stripes. You know what I'm talking about? And then you're holding your goober for the first time in the hospital and you say, I think I'll call you Eleanor. Like, like right? It's like an older woman's name, but anyway, don't worry, look, back to the story. So Eleanor, you know, my producers were trying to make me believe that Eleanor is pissed because she put in 2 years worth of work only for, you know, a hit it or quit it to have the baby, thus being attached financially for the rest of her life. And I said, no, Eleanor is probably relieved that, you know, he's shown his true colors. I don't know why they broke up, but maybe there was a lot of hitting and quitting going on. And young, beautiful Eleanor does not need a baby on the side with some other woman, number one. Number two, Eleanor is beautiful enough to go on and use dating a celebrity, an A-list celebrity, as bragging rights. Now here's how this works. You date a guy who's a celebrity or a woman who's a celebrity, and you're not a celebrity. Once you guys break up, you use that cachet of your ex to get into all the same parties. Really? Right? I mean, and you get yourself another richer, more powerful celebrity. Listen, Exhibit A, Amber Rose. She went from Kanye, which is how we knew her. Then she wifed up and had a baby with Wiz. And now she's in the celebrity world. Also, Karrueche Tran. I mean, Listen, I know you really don't want to clap about that, and I'm not saying that's right. You know, I'm not the kind of girl to bounce off of, you know, some guy to get my money and stuff. I'm a self-made woman, but I'm saying not every woman can be self-made. There's not a you know, room at Harvard for every one of us. So some of us do have to thought our way to position. I'm not saying that's right. By the way, I love his hair. We're still talking about One Direction. What's his name again? I forget. Who? Louis. All right, well, and so then we were talking in our meeting before the show, do you think the fans will turn on him? Because now he's, you know, impregnated, you know, a girl that from a one-night stand. You're my people. Then I said, no, they won't turn. These young girls out here, they don't care. But who they'll turn on, because they have displaced aggression, they're gonna turn on her, and they already have. You know, how dare you take our guy, you know? And the way Louis will get back in the good graces of anybody who even remotely thinks he's a bad guy for doing this is he's gonna trot the baby around like Chris Brown does with royalty, right? You bring the baby to the red carpet and the whole bit. Anyway, what a mess. Let's move on. Did I ever tell you that I long to go camping? Again, I mean, I grew up going camping, you know, Girl Scout camp and stuff like that, but I mean camping as an adult, and I'll never do it. The Kevins don't care. And I also long to drive across the country in a road trip. Not a straight line from Jersey to California, but a swervy line where we go down to Texas and up through Chicago, and we stop in between. Oh. And that is what I wanted to do for my 50th birthday. And I planned that like when I'm like 38, but you know, time really does go by fast. Next thing you know, I'm 50, and I guess it'll never happen. I want to see those four guys in the rocks at what do you call that? Mount Rushmore. I want to see that. I want to go to the Grand Canyon. I want to go to Yellowstone, but I want to go to the Grand Canyon like the Brady Bunch did and drive down with the donkey. But I don't think that'll ever happen. Anyway, never you mind. Look, Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher are living my dream on their honeymoon. In an RV. Whoever's from the 70s, remember when Winnebago made this big Winnebago? We had two of them. They were so fun. We played, me and my brother. Anyway, look. So they've been traveling through California, but California is so big, you could stay in California and travel for weeks. Traveling through California with their 9-month-old daughter, Wyatt. And some of my producers were saying, ugh. The Bobbsey twins over there. They were saying, who wants to travel with a 9-month-old, all that crying? I said, relax. It's a time for a family to bond. Are you kidding me? You know? I love that. That's some real Americana. Like, I appreciate that from my celebrities, that they can just like drop everything and get in a Winnebago and drive. Hopefully, like in my mind, no, they're not traveling with a nanny. They reportedly don't have a nanny, but a lot of celebrities lie and they really do have a nanny. But in my mind, these two people are the salt of the earth in terms of having this baby. Like, no nanny, no driver, just, you know, some jeans, a couple of baseball caps, and some bug spray. And I think that's cute. Wow, that lady had some really good hair we just showed, didn't she? Anyway, look, clap, yes, you. Good hair. More fantastic show for you, everybody. Actor and comedian Colin Quinn is here. I love Colin, he's been here before. He has a new one-man show here in New York. Plus, we're gonna play a game called Hollywood IQ, where two audience members fight it out for big money. And the game is all about hot topics. But up next, we're doing celebrity lookalikes, so don't go far. Thanks. All new, this just in. We're keeping your summer hot. We've got all the latest hot topics. And find out the perfect summer fashion for every occasion. Look fine in the sunshine.
Monday on an all-new Wendy.
For celebrity lookalikes. So our first celebrity lookalike comes from Kelly B, who watches the Wendy show on KTBC in Pflugerville, Texas. Kelly thinks that she looks like Mariah Carey. Here's the real Mariah. Okay, now let's take a look at Kelly. Yes. Very much so. Okay, Mariah, by the way's relationship with her billionaire boyfriend, James Packer, is going very strong. Okay, our next celebrity lookalike is from Brittany D, who watches the Wendy show on WNYW in Fairfield, New Jersey. And Brittany thinks her friend Nicole looks like Kim Kardashian. So here's the real Kim. Now let's take a look at Brittany. Yes. 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 By the way, so funny. Kim took that cute baby North to the movies, and Kanye was there, and North put her buttery popcorn fingers all over Kim's $4,500 Lanvin coat. That's what she gets for going to the movies dressed like a model as opposed to like a mom. Okay, let's move along. Our next celebrity lookalike comes from Ryan M, who watches the Wendy show on WFXT in Newton, Massachusetts. Ryan thinks that he looks like Justin Bieber. Let's take a look at the real Justin. And let's look at Ryan. Ryan, you're adorable. I don't think so, but when you put on the costume of the hat with the sunglasses, sure. By the way, Justin recently took down that butt picture selfie or Instagram thing where his body, he's got a better figure than most women. He's got hips and a fatty. Okay, this is our last one. Our last celebrity lookalike is coming from Brooke G, who watches the Wendy show on BET in London, England. Brooke thinks that she looks like Rita Ora. So here's the real Rita Ora. And let's take a look at Brooke. Yeah. Yes. Rita, by the way, was recently named honorary ambassador of Kosovo, where she apparently was born. And that's celebrity lookalike. If you or somebody that you know looks like a celebrity, Share with us. Go to wendyshow.com, all right? Up next, everyone, the very funny friend to our show, Colin Quinn, is here. Our first guest is an actor and a comedian who has a New York Times best-selling book. It's called The Coloring Book, in addition to having a new one-man show. Please welcome back to our show the very funny Colin Quinn.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Wendy.
Here, don't sit on my pillow.
Oh, why not?
A little booster seat for
Oh,
you.
thanks.
Oh, Colin.
Yes.
Let me just give you a little Colin Quinn shoe cam.
Okay.
Just for the heck of it. Do you know? There you go. You know.
What can I say?
Shoes say a lot about a man.
They do, don't they?
These are very sensible shoes.
Wow. Why don't you spit in my face next time?
That means you're a very sensible man.
Oh, that's not a compliment.
Is it? It's not?
To a comedian, that's not. To like an accountant, you're like, oh, thank you.
No, as
How about my socks? This is a guy trying to be funny, like, hey, I'm crazy.
yeah, striped socks. No,
I said trying to be funny. Apparently the crowd agrees with that.
No, as a comedian, though, you're a real say it like you mean it kind of guy, which I love.
Sure.
Like no holds bar. If it hurts your feelings, he doesn't care. And I love that.
Well, I know you do.
Yeah. First of all, your new movie, Trainwreck,
right,
which opens tomorrow, with Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer.
Who is like the new...
It girl.
Yeah. Out of nowhere. Did you know her before this?
I knew it before. I knew her from years from comedy, from comedy clubs. It's like our little subculture over there.
Yeah?
But, yeah, I knew her, but right in the middle of, she's the busiest time of her life, doing all this publicity, all this other stuff, her show, her stand-up. And my book came out, and the day it came out, she still took the time to take a picture. If I can show the picture of my Amy showing support for my book.
Okay.
Which took a long time to write.
But you know what?
And she texted to me.
Her dog's taking a dump.
Isn't she funny?
And
women time. Woo.
And in the movie, you play her father.
I play her father.
Which is kind of interesting to me because Amy's like 33.
Yeah.
And you're in your 50s.
Yeah, 56. It hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
She came to me. I tried to turn it down. She came to me and she's like, could you come to the reading? That's how people get you when they try. So I was like, yeah, I went to the reading. I was like, oh, I should probably get some, I don't know, Alan Arkin, some old guy for the part. And she goes, I really thought you were great. And I was like, oh, that's great. Good luck. And she's like, no, you're doing the part, And Amy is kind of like, she's like Gotti in the 80s. She has a lot of push and pull.
Yeah.
When she says something, you kind of have to do it. So next thing you know, I was playing the part.
Well, look.
Don't applaud. I'm in an old age home in the movie.
No, yeah, well, I didn't know that you acted, and a lot of my staff went to the screening, and they said the movie is great. But how long have you been acting? I didn't know.
I'm not really an actor. I mean, I'm in the movie. I'm an actor, but I'm saying I'm a comedian. I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
I don't consider myself an actor.
Yeah.
I consider myself too big in a way. I'm like a comedy snob. Like I look down on like auditions for Paul. I'm like, you should either, you should want me,
or not.
Yeah. That's how I've always been this way.
But
it hasn't worked. But
I was going to say, does that attitude keep you shut down from a lot of stuff? And
yeah, I believe it does, but
and
I can't get rid of it. I don't know. It's just how I am.
Are you from Jersey?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because there's like a thing here in the New Jersey, New York area. Like you say it, and if you don't like it,
yeah, you kind of feel like almost like you want people, you almost hoping people try to do that to you, so you can just tell them to, beat it.
Beat it.
I don't need you,
Yeah, but you do have some.
But
really,
we do need them. But it's too late now.
I mean, look, you have some pretty important people in your corner.
Big people.
Like Jerry Seinfeld.
Big Jerry, yeah.
Who,
Jerry Seinfeld. G-Money, Jerry S.
Yeah, I met him one time. I was hypnotized.
Really, yeah.
Yeah. He's like tall, really nice.
Yes, and very clean, you know.
Cleaned up.
Real straight. He's like a Navy SEAL kind of personality.
And he's not real thin. He's like a good weight.
Yeah.
Jessica's a lovely, lucky woman, his wife. So now tell me about him directing this one-man show. How'd this all come about?
Well, I was doing it. It's because when I grew up, like I miss, you know, like anybody getting old, I miss like New York back in the day when I was growing up. So I started, because now I go to Brooklyn, like I said. Brooklyn, when I was growing up, there were 5 white stops on the subway in Brooklyn. Yeah. And you get off one of those stops. Literally, the black and Puerto Rican people would say, yo, this is your stop. You better get off. And now, I go on the L train 2 o'clock in the morning. It looks like a ski lift.
Yeah.
Right? So,
lots of white people.
Yes.
And so this one-man show is based on your book.
It's based on all the different ethnicities that when I grew up, people talk more honestly. I mean, first of all, in those days, you could only be 4 things. So it was easier. Black, white, Puerto Rican, and Chinese. If you tried to be something else,
right.
People, if you're like, I'm half Honduran, half Filipino, people say, you can be Puerto Rican or Chinese.
Right. Choose something.
So now,
yeah.
But anyway, there was still racial, it's not like there wasn't racial tension, but I feel like people were more upfront. I personally felt like it was healthier if people would speak. Now, every time somebody misspeaks, it comes out like a commission-forming moment.
Yes.
And everybody's like, oh, this is terrible. We have to stop the whole idea behind it. I mean, wouldn't you rather have people, if they don't like you, if they're prejudiced against you, at least you would know it up front. But
right.
Now, you know, not anymore.
Nowadays, you don't know it.
Yeah.
We talk about this all the time on the show. People are just too doggone sensitive.
Yes, they are.
So, in the book, you say that white people are desperate for black people's approval.
That's the new thing. Well, everywhere you go.
I'm honored. What does that mean?
It means all you ever hear is all the white people, they're like, a black guy said I play ball like a brother. Yeah. Hey, the girl's like, she said I dance like a sister.
Yes.
Oh, she said I got a black girl's ass.
Yes. Oh my God.
That's gonna be on your resume.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in the job resume someday, you know.
Yeah, so, you know, let me just say to you, Donald Trump, okay? Donald Trump is one of these people...
This is one of the most fantastic... No, go ahead.
Who doesn't care?
No,
he doesn't care.
Yeah,
and he won't be president, but I love his attitude.
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you think? Talk.
I think it's just a... sorry, I'm trying to do an impression.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not an impressionist, but I guess we found that out in the last 5 seconds. What do I think? Yeah, I mean, I don't like what he said, but so what? Who cares? So suddenly everyone's going to run away from his business. They don't like what he said. It should be what you did, not what you said. But, you know, I mean, I guess, you know.
Well, he's giving up Celebrity Apprentice for this run.
Yes, he is.
Who do you think should be the captain? Who should be the Donald role?
You mean like maybe one of those, what other billionaires, like Mark Cuban or somebody like that?
No, somebody brought that up in the meeting. I was thinking like Martha Stewart, because you have to be a person who's not just rich. You have to have several businesses like Donald, or maybe Puffy.
Martha Stewart or Puffy would be good.
Or something like that,
yes.
You know? You can't just be rich.
No, you're right.
You have to have business acumen. You know...
Those are good examples. Those are perfect examples, you know. Or what's his face? El Chapo, the Mexican.
Can I ask you?
He got businesses.
Businesses.
He launder, you know, they launder money.
Yes, I know.
They launder money. He's got a bunch of businesses besides the drug dealing.
Let me ask you one more thing before you leave, and this is very random.
See how proud I was of myself for that one?
No, I want to ask, are you in the process of growing a beard? Or did you just not shave?
I saw the James Harden segment.
Okay. No, that's not a smelly one with the bacteria, though. But I'm asking you, are you growing one? Or
I was hoping to slide by, because I was like, James Harden just talking about him with his big beard.
What are you doing?
This is me. Look.
Okay.
Why, you think it looks bummy?
No.
I think you think it looks bummy.
No, Colin.
You're the most honest person I know. You can tell me, Wendy, you hate my beard.
No, I don't hate the beard.
Look, I just keep cutting it down, you know. Like I'm coloring, so it's like a whole combination of things. Sometimes it looks no. I've been doing this for like 6 months.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But some days people go, hey, that looks pretty good, and then some days, usually not on national TV.
Well, but
people expose my beard.
But you're at home here, so you know I thought we could talk. I love you. It's Colin Quinn. Everybody, clap it up for him. His book is called The Coloring Book. It's in stores now.
I love you so much.
And Colin's one-man show. It's called Colin Quinn, New York Story. It's at the Cherry Lane Theater right here in New York through August 16th. Ask Wendy is next.
royalty. George Hamilton and Kimberly Stewart are here. And make the burger that brings them all to the yard. Delicious ideas from Top Chef All-Star Spike Mendelsohn.
Tuesday on an all-new Wendy.
Welcome back. It's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name's Sharon. How you doing?
Satin during the day. I love it, Sharon.
Nothing else. Thank you.
How can I help you?
Well, just last night, my daughter told me that she's 16 years old. She was given the opportunity to model online for a swimwear company on social media. And while I'm so proud of her as a mom, you know, she went out, it was very entrepreneurial for her to do this. I fear it because she's my baby. You know, she's my baby.
Does
and I
she
don't
want to
want
be a model in adult life?
She does. But this is, you know, a social media thing, and I just worry about older men looking at her in that sexual way.
Yeah.
She's very excited about this, and it was a great chance for her, but I just
wouldn't
worry
let her
about
do this.
Okay.
She can model jeans, she can model tank tops, but not a bikini. You know, at 16, they're not old enough to defend themselves. And you could threaten her and say, well, not threaten, but you can negotiate. you can negotiate with her and say, look, I'll let you do this if you shut down your Facebook, you know, or something like that. But I wouldn't even do that. I just no.
It's too much, too soon.
No, exactly.
Okay.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Up next, everybody, it's time to play Hollywood IQ. Don't go far.
It's so easy to get fabulous Wendy Show bling. Just go to wendyshow.com and click Shop Wendy. T-shirts, Diva fans, and my favorite mugs, plus more. Are you shopping?
All right. It's time to play. Today, we're testing our audience members' Hot Topics knowledge in a game called Hollywood IQ. It's the IQ test for people obsessed with hot topics. Let's meet our players. Contestant number one, what's your name? Where you from?
How you doing, Wendy?
How you doing?
I'm April.
I see.
I'm a teaching assistant from New York.
Perfect.
Thank you.
And Tiffany.
How you doing,
How you
Wendy?
doing? Where you from? What do you do?
I am an engineer from Virginia.
Fantastic. Okay, here we go. Here's how we play Hollywood IQ. I'm going to ask both girls multiple choice questions that test their knowledge of simple math, logic, and pattern, as well as hot topics.
Oh, God.
Each question is worth $100, and whoever has the most money after round one will move on to our $1,000 bonus round. Okay, ladies. Put your hands over the bell and don't ring in until I give you the A, B, or C choices, okay? Here we go. First question. Don't help them, please. Okay. If Madonna is dating a guy who's 23 years younger than her and she's 56, how old is the guy? A, 24, B, 32, or C, 33? Well, April rung in first. That was, which one?
C33.
Yes, correct, April, correct. It's April. Okay, April's got $100. Let's continue. Second question, which Jonas does not belong? Nick, Joe, excuse me, A, Nick, B, Joe, or C, Frankie? Who was that? Who's Tiffany? Tiffany was first?
C, Frankie.
Yes! See, Frankie is a Jonas brother, but he's not in the band. That's the technicality. You are a Hot Topics-nista. Okay, question number 3. If you and your girlfriends are going to see Magic Mike XXL 3 days after Saturday, what day should you buy your tickets? A, Monday, B, Tuesday, or C, Wednesday? Tiffany.
Tuesday.
Yes! God, you all are good. Okay.
One row.
If Mariah Carey's private jet flies at 600 miles per hour and travels 1,800 miles,
Oh, my God.
how many hours will it be in the air? A, 2, B, 3, or C, 4? April.
4? C4?
No. Steal.
C,
Tiffany.
3.
Yes. Yes. Okay. My heart is beating for both of you all. Okay, here's our fifth and final question to wrap up round number one. Which animal has Snoop not used as his last name? A, dog, B, lion, or C, snake? April.
C, snake.
Yes. Okay. That does it for round one. Tiffany, you're the winner with $300. But April, you've got $200. Stay right there. Tiffany, come on over to my bonus round area. Yes. Okay. I'm going to show you a photo, okay? Of two photos of the same celebrity. And what you have to do is spot the difference. There are 5 differences. You're going to have 30 seconds on the clock. If you get all 5 correct, you're going to get $1,000 plus the $300 you already won. Okay? And go!
The shoes are a different color.
Yes.
The bracelet.
Yes.
The emblem on his necklace.
Yes.
The sunglasses.
That's 4. One more.
And
One more.
the pattern on the sleeve.
Yes! Yes! You win! Tiffany wins $1,300. And that's how you play Hollywood IQ. We'll be right back. Nice job, Jim. I've got one. How you doing, Diva fan, to give away? I have the most fashionable audience on all of TV. Don't front. It's time for eye candy. Drum roll, please. Today's audience eye candy winner is Camry Thomas. Come on down. Simple, like I love it. I love it. Take your Diva fan. You know what I love about this? Can I touch the material?
Sure.
It's a scuba-y type of material, and your legs are fantastic.
Thank you.
And it's just simple and great. So tell us about your look, Camry.
Well, hi, Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing?
Well, I love the color blue.
Yes.
And you can't go wrong with this gator skirt.
No.
And I got these shoes from Steve Madden for $50.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Washington, D.C.
What do you do?
I'm a full-time student at Morgan State University. I graduated next year.
Well, thank you for going out of your way and coming here today, Camry, everybody.
Nice meeting you.
We'll be right back. Look. About this show is that people come from far and wide. I'm talking to them. They're from Smithtown, Long Island. I'm talking to this group here. They're from New York. I'm talking to these people here, my Jersey people. I'm talking to this group of girls. They're from Guyana, where our show plays, and they're here. So, look, I want to thank my guest today, Colin Quinn. I love you. My co-host, my studio audience from coming from far and wide. Thank you so much. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.